Go. All right, let's get started in child's pose. Find your variation that works for you today. With your knees out wide, toes to touch at the back of the mat, extending your arms to the top of your mat. It's a lovely option, or bringing the knees together, letting the chest float over the thighs, reaching your arms back by your sides towards the toes, and gently resting your forehead on the mat or on a prop, finding someplace soft for your forehead to rest. When you get here and land, take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then begin to settle into the natural rhythm of the breath. Bringing your awareness there as you just notice how that breath feels in your body today. Is it running smooth with ease? Or does it feel short and a little choppy? Just notice the breath. And then bring your awareness into the heart center and ask yourself, how do you want to feel today? Do you want to feel peaceful? Do you want to have calm or ease? Just notice how you want to feel today. And I invite you to bring that in as your intention for your class. As you move today on your mat from pose to pose, inviting that intention into every single pose. Today, as we move through our class, my intention is to be able to flow with ease. So as we move, that will be our intention. It's to be purposeful, to have ease. Just allow the body to flow in that space. On an inhale, bring yourself up into tabletop with the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath your hips. Just take some nice gentle movement here, rocking those hips from side to side, maybe taking some circles in one direction as we awaken our body to begin our practice. And when you're ready, go ahead and find stillness. Lift the right heel up, extending the right leg back behind you. Press through the center of the heel as those toes turn down to the mat to square the hips. Squeeze into the glutes to lift the right heel a little bit higher. And then go ahead and send that right heel to the left side of your mat. Curl the toes under, and then take a twist over to the left, gazing over the shoulder. And we come back to the center, and let's switch it up. Send that left heel back. Draw the belly up and in here. Press your back up against the ceiling, strong in the arms. And then let's set the left leg over to the right side and then twist over the shoulder. Find a soft gaze back to the toes. And bring it back to the center. Go ahead and bring yourself down onto the floor. Come onto the belly. Extend your right arm out to your side. And we're going to take shoulder pigeon here. Roll onto the right side. Stay here, stacking the heels and the hips on top of one another, using your left hand as a kickstand. And draw the belly up and in. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and bend that left knee up to the ceiling, planting your left foot. behind the right leg. You can also take this left hand back behind you for a bind, reaching towards the right hand. Just find some stillness here as you settle into that breath, settle into the intention. And go ahead and roll back onto the belly and then switch sides. The left hand goes out to the side, bend the right leg or keep it straight, and then roll onto the left. If this is too much also on that shoulder, you can also use the left arm as a pillow and still find an opening in the mid back and in through the hips. Go ahead and come back onto the belly. Let's bring it into Sphinx Pose. Coming onto our forearms with our elbows right underneath our shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide here as you grip the top of your mat. And then gently press your torso away from your shoulders, or excuse me, away from your elbows, and then soften the shoulders into the spine. Think about opening up the collarbones here. If you're feeling a little twinge in that low back, draw the belly into the spine and press down into the front of the pubic bone. Again, slide the armpits towards the hips. Gentle back bend here. And go ahead and ease up. Take a breath, empty it out, and then an inhale, press yourself one more time to Sphinx Pose. You can also tuck the chin here if you'd like, taking some circles from side to side. Check in to see if that's available to you today. Otherwise, just being right here with the crown reaching forward, pressing back and through the toes. And let's go ahead and gently bring it down. Bringing the forehead to the back of the hands. Just take crocodile here for just a few breaths. And slide the hands by the ribs. Gently press yourself up into tabletop. And then we're going to curl the toes under. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come into Ragdoll to open up the back side of the body. Again, bend the knees here as much as you need to. Allow the upper body to cascade over those legs. We'll begin to slowly awaken the back side of that body. Maybe swing those hips from side to side, grabbing onto the opposite elbows and sway the upper body from side to side. And then when you're ready, find some stillness and gently begin to straighten those legs if that's available to you. As you press down into the four corners of the feet, think about lifting the inner arches and pressing down through the outer ankles to activate the legs even more. Release the hands to the floor. Let's walk our feet out wide, coming into a Yogi Squat. I like to rest my heels on my mat, have my toes off my mat. Hands come together at the heart center here. Same practice of lifting the inner arches and pressing down through the outer edges of the feet. Allow that tailbone to drop even closer towards the mat. Crown is lifted. And then plant those fingers, slowly roll the hips up, toe heel your feet to touch. And then come into a halfway lift. Find the flat back. And then exhale, bow forward. We're gonna move with our breath. Inhale, swoop the arms up, come into an extended mountain pose. On your exhale, we're gonna go ahead and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up, extended mountain. Go through that one more time, and then exhale, we forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. This time we're going to go ahead and walk our hands out to downward facing dog. Bring those feet to the distance that feel best for you. And draw the shoulder blades together, draw the belly button into the spine, and reach those hips to the sky. Think about sending those heels to the mat. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Let's check in with what's available for you today. Do a scan of the body. Just notice if there's any tension or tightness hanging out here. Bring that intention into this pose. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring the toes to touch the back of the mat. Inhale that right leg high for three-legged dog as you hold here for a moment. And bring the heel to the glute and then roll it open. Stacking in the right hip on top of the left, pressing down to that left standing leg. As that right heel reaches towards the floor behind you, just thinking about letting it land back there, maybe at some point if you want to come into a full twist, but we're just here for right now, thinking about what's possible. And then let's reach that right leg back up to the sky and then bring it all the way through, come into a low lunge. Come onto that left knee, reach the arms up. Left toes can be curled under or press the top of the left foot on the mat. Grab onto the left wrist and let's side bend over to the right. And we come back to center. Let's bring our right hand to our right hip crease, keeping that left arm up. Take a breath in. On an exhale, let's twist and send the left elbow to the left knee. Inhale, we come back center. Exhale, we turn, twist. Inhale, we come back center. Exhale one more time. Let's turn and twist and hold here. Use that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, engaging deeper in the twist. Soften the right shoulder away from the ear. And then inhale, we come back to the center. Let's plant the hands down, come into lizard pose. Walk that right foot to the edge of your mat, rolling onto the pinky edge of your foot. And walk the right foot into the center of the mat. Spider your fingers on both sides of that leg and then shift back, bringing the toes back towards the face, half splits. Sending the hips back towards your left heel. And the chest just floats over that right leg. And let's go ahead, set the right foot down, bend the right knee. Come onto the left toes. Your left hand stays on the mat as you twist the right arm up. And we set the right hand down. Step your right leg back, downward facing dog. And hold here for 3 breaths. Toes to touch. Just go ahead and lift that left leg up. Find your 3-legged dog here. That long line of energy from the heel, through the hips, shoulders, and into the hands. Find that line of energy. And then bring your heel to the glute and then roll it open. The left hip on top of the right. Finding a twist here. Open the hips. Bring that left leg back to the center and then send it all the way through. for your low lunge on the left side. Reaching our arms up to the sky. Grab onto the right wrist and side bend over to the left. And we come back to center. Left hand comes to your left hip crease. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn. And then find a twist here. Inhale, we come back to the center. Exhale, we turn for your twist. One more time. Inhale, we come to the center. Exhale, twist, and let's stay here. And inhale, come center, both arms up. Send both hands down to the mat. Lizard pose here on the left side. You roll onto the pinky edge of the left foot, sending the chest through the biceps here. And then bring it into your half splits. Walk that left foot into the center, and then send the hips to the back of the mat, toes towards the face. Belly is up and in. So you fold over the left leg. And let's go ahead, set that left foot down. Curl the right toes under, come into your twisting lunge. Right hand is down, left arm reaches up to the sky. This time we're going to set our left hand down and we're going to step our right foot up. Let's come into a halfway lift and then a fold, and then bring it into a chair pose. Coming into Utkatasana. Tuck the tailbone here, draw the belly up and in, and begin to deepen. Setting those sit bones towards the floor beyond the heels, breath in. And then exhale, we fold, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. And then right side warrior one, take a breath in and rise all the way up on that inhale and settle in. Press down into the pinky edge of the left foot. Hips and shoulders are facing forward. Breath in, and then exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, warrior one on the left side. Belly comes into the spine, shoulder blades into that center line, breath in, breathe it out. One more inhale, find some length, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Be here for 3 breaths. Let's go ahead and reach that right leg high to the sky. And let's send that right leg all the way through, come into a Crescent Warrior. Inhale, reach the arms up. Curl the left toes underneath the left heel. Send your left hamstring up to the sky and hold here. You can come also down onto that left knee, whatever works and whatever you have available to the body today. Hands to the heart center. Let's twist it to our right. That left elbow comes to the right knee as you open it up to the right side of the room. Inhale, come back to center, Crescent Warrior. And then let's go ahead and lean the chest forward, swing the arms back. Pressing your palms towards one another. Breath in and a breath out. And then inhale, let's bring it up into our airplane pose, lifting that left heel off the earth, sending the left leg back behind you. Belly is up and in. And then go ahead and bring that left knee up to the chest as you interlace your fingers around the kneecap. Standing leg raise variation. And bring it in the tree pose. Left foot comes to the inside of the right leg, either into your thigh, down on the shin, or as a kickstand. Just avoid that knee joint. And then go ahead and grow those branches, finding your variation here with your arms. And then release, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And let's go ahead, plant the hands, step the right leg back, come into your Crescent Warrior. Left foot is forward. Send the right heel back, draw the belly up and in as you deepen. Hands come to the heart center. This time we twist to our left. Right elbow to the left knee. Your right hand can also be down on the floor as that left hand floats to the sky. Find your option today. Come to the knee for a little additional support. And let's go ahead and come back to center, Crescent Warrior. Breath in. And then let's go ahead, lean forward, swing the arms back, fly that warrior. And then we bring it up into our airplane, pressing into the four corners of our left foot. Draw the belly up and in here. Draw the shoulders to the spine. Strong in that lower back, mid back, and upper back as you lift. And bring that right leg forward. Standing leg raise. And then come to your tree pose. Right foot comes into the left leg. Take that intention and send it out into the universe. And release, extended mountain. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift and fold. Let's go ahead, step that left leg back. We're gonna bring it into a triangle pose. Windmill those arms up. Your right foot is facing the front of your mat. Your left foot is on the side of your mat. Reach that right arm forward as you hinge over the right hip. Press down into the pinky edge of the left foot. Finding some space along the left side of the body. That right hand can be resting on a prop, gently resting on the ankle. You can also take a bind here with that left hand. Let's take a look at the right toes. Inhale. Let's go ahead and rise all the way up. Turn your feet to the wide edge of your mat. Inhale the arms up high to the sky. And then exhale, take a wide-legged forward fold. Bringing your hands to the floor, maybe the elbows, maybe the crown. Wherever you are, draw everything into the center line. Send the tailbone a little bit higher to the sky as you deepen. Inhale, let's bring the fingertips to the floor. Exhale, rise all the way up. Hands to the hips. Let's adjust our feet. That left foot this time is going to face the back of your mat. And then let's go ahead and bring it into a triangle on the left side. Reach that left arm forward as you hinge over the left leg, sending your right arm up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone here, neutral pelvis. Keep a little bend in that left knee. Allow the water to move through the joints here. And then take the bind if you'd like. And bring the gaze to the left toes. Let's go ahead and bend that left knee. Bring yourself out of this pose. And then we're going to walk our feet to the top of the mat. Plant your hands, step your right leg back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, sway the hips from side to side. Reach your right leg high to the sky. Let's send it through for pigeon. Right knee to the right wrist, right ankle to the left wrist. And draw the belly up and in wherever you are. You can stay here lifted, or you can go ahead and fold yourself forward. And just sort of settle in here. Starting off nice and shallow and then allowing yourself to deepen. We'll be here for a few moments. If you're here in this pose and there's some resistance or tension in the body, bring the awareness back into the breath. On your inhale, take that breath and surround that area of tension. Feeling that warm air. Maybe it's a light that surrounds the space. And then on the exhale, imagine that tension leaving the body. Just notice if there's an opportunity to deepen here. As you continue to let go with every exhale, allowing the body to just surrender as that breath supports you in your practice. Go ahead, bring yourself back up into downward facing dog. Take any movement here to rebound from the right side before you move into the left. Just listen to the body. It'll tell you what it needs. Just take this moment to be silent. When you're ready, reach that left leg up and bring the left leg up and through for your pigeon on the left side. Just notice here if there's a difference in these sides. Make any accommodations that you need. And then when you're ready, begin to land in your pose. And go ahead and find the left hip, left sit bone. Swing the right leg around to meet the left. Plant your hands behind you. Bring the feet hip width distance apart, knees to the sky. We'll come into an extended double pigeon. We're going to bring that right ankle on top of the left knee. Draw the belly up and in here as you press down into the sit bones and reach the crown high. You want to send the chest towards the legs. And then let's go ahead and straighten the left leg. Set your right foot to the outside. Hug the knee in and twist to your right. And the goal here is a nice long spine as you press down into the sit bones, reach to the crown. And then go ahead and rinse around the spine. Finding a nice gentle gaze either to the right or back towards the right elbow, right shoulder. And untwist, come to your center, bring the right foot inside of the left leg, reach your arms up, take a breath in, and then on your exhale, turn to the left, and then fold over your left leg for seated tree. And gently walk the fingers back towards the body. And let's go ahead and come into gate pose. You're going to come onto the right knee, bring that right hand behind you, and then reach that left arm beyond the body, finding a full stretch along the front side. Pull the belly up and in as you reach the hips to the sky. And slowly, let's go ahead and bring it down. Coming back to where we started in our extended double pigeon this time, taking it to the left. That left leg comes on top of the right. Finding your edge here. To get deeper, you can walk the heel towards the glutes or the hands towards the glutes. Wherever you are, the shoulder blades come together, the belly is up and in, and sitting tall. And let's go ahead and extend the right leg. Set your left foot down. Hug the left knee in as you twist. And bring it to center for your seated tree. Left foot comes inside the right thigh. Inhale for length. Exhale, turn, fold to the right. And go ahead, walk yourself up, coming into gate pose, plant that left hand behind you. Press yourself up onto the left knee, reach through the right foot, and then extend the right arm back behind you. And slowly go ahead and lower it down. Plant your feet hip width distance apart, knees back up to the ceiling. And let's go ahead and roll on down to the back. We're going to come into the 3 bridge poses. Bring your arms down by the side, press into the palms. Now press into the heels and lift the hips. Engage with your breath here. On your next exhale, slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. And then on your inhale, let's press it right back up. Press into the heels, lift the hips. Shimmy the shoulder blades a little bit closer together underneath you as you lift. Pressing into the center of the heels. And then slowly lower it down on your next exhale. And then one last time on your inhale, let's bring it right back up. Shoulder blades together, press into the heels, release the glutes. Imagine you're squeezing a beach ball in between the knees. Give the chin a bit of a tilt to the ceiling. Feel that air move nice and gently through the throat. And then again on that exhale, let's slowly lower it down. This time we're going to bring it into Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet touch and the knees open up like butterfly wings or pages of a book. You can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And bring the awareness to the breath. Just notice how the breath feels at this part of the practice versus where you began. Let's bring the knees together. We'll take a supine twist. Bring your right knee into the chest, hug it in here. Extend your left leg long. Bring your right arm out to your side and then go ahead and float over to the left side of the body. Root down into those shoulders. Shoulders stay planted as you twist. Draw the belly in towards the spine. See if you have a little more movement. You found a little more space for the twist. And let's go ahead and come back to our center. And then we switch it up. Let's hug the left knee into the chest, extend your right leg long. Give that knee a hug here for just a second. Reach your left arm out to your side as you float over to the right. Again, the shoulders kiss the earth here as you twist. And go ahead, come back to your center for happy baby. You want to grab the inside or the outside of the feet. Send the heels to the sky, knees nice and wide. As you pull the knees down towards the floor, press the heels to the sky. Low back is pressed into your mat. Finding some movement here. Or stillness, your choice. And then go ahead, release, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a full body hug here. Squeeze it in. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, as you say something kind to yourself. And release, Shavasana. Take up space here as you widen the legs and the hands, finding the comfortable place to rest and restore from your practice. Allow the body to soak up all the beautiful nutrients you just created. And take this opportunity of stillness. Maybe reflect on the intention. Just notice if it served you today during your practice. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. There's no right or wrong. No judgment or criticism. Simply bringing more awareness. Begin to deepen your breath. Awaken the body as you wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Taking some movements here with the hands and the wrists, feet and ankles. And then take a full body stretch, reaching to the top of the mat and the bottom of your mat. And then gently roll to either side, using your arm as a pillow for 3 slow breaths. Honor your practice. Honor all the work you've done here today. Gently bring yourself up to an easy seat. Hands together at your heart center for Anjali Mudra. Notice how you feel. Thumbs to the third eye center. Together we bow in gratitude for our mind, our body, and our practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have an awesome day. Bye. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Maria. Have a great day.
You too.
See you, hon.